Guys, SB19 videos are never complete without those iconic Easter eggs. Am I right? And DUNGKA is no exception. So in this video, we're diving into what we believe are hidden nods to past SB19 songs, both group tracks and possibly even their solo projects. Just a little disclaimer, these are all based on our own interpretations, so they might not be 100% accurate. But hey, that's part of the fun! Also, this video will be in two parts. The first part will focus entirely on the Easter eggs, while the second part will dive into our lyrics interpretation. We hope you stick around for both. So, yeah, let's get into it. Right at the beginning of the MV, we already catch a glimpse of the boombox from Where You At and the flag from What. This part instantly reminds us of both Win Your Heart and The First Take, as you can see right here. Then, at around the 15-second mark, there's a scene that gives off damn energy, especially with Josh and the electricity. A few seconds later, we see someone cutting off SB19's power source by literally snipping wires. We interpreted this as symbolic of that one moment that forced SB19 to pause everything. Quite possibly a reference to the time they lost the rights to use the name SB19. It's subtle, but it does give off that hint. Then there's Wrecker indulging in gluttony, which instantly made us think of Ken or Philippe's Seven Sins track. The crab he's eating? Many fans believe that's a clear jab at crab mentality, and honestly, it really does look like it's pointing in that direction. We also spotted a bento box and what looks like a treasure stash, definite callbacks to Ganto, and of course, we can't miss the moon reference for Moonlight. At around 32 seconds, and again at 2:48, we get a moment that feels like it's Pablo's. Then, just a few seconds later, the golden retriever from Ganto makes another appearance. At 36 seconds, the wall of clocks immediately reminded us of time. It's hard to miss the symbolism there. And right beside that, we see the carts. Then at 54 seconds, we get a quick shot of chains. Right after that, SB19 gathering the wires. To us, that felt symbolic, like they're picking up the pieces that were broken during their old management days and trying to rebuild from the ground up. It's like reclaiming their power and, essentially, their voice and agency. Then at 1:12, we see the iconic jeepneys, which could be a subtle nod to Pagsibol. A few seconds later, there's a very Filipino moment. A group of people watching a boxing match. Then comes a cheeky scene. Malupitan shakes hands with Pablo, all smiles, only to immediately pull a face behind his back. A representation of two-faced people, those who act friendly but aren't genuine with SB19, you know what I mean? Definitely gives fake faces vibes from Philippe. Shortly after that, we spot SB19's real-life moms and the W3 dancers. For us, they represent SB19's inner circle, their family, close friends, and of course 18. You can see them helping SB19, and it feels like a beautiful metaphor for how their support system has been helping them rebuild and rise again. Then, at around the 2-minute mark, we get one of our favorite scenes. Josh and Pablo going head-to-head in a flip-top battle. And if you know, you know. At 2:39, we see an arcade game for Bazinga. Then at 2:45, there's the goldfish from Ganto. And at 3 minutes, Wrecker clearly looking irritated by SB19's music, thinking it's too loud. But the best part, SB19 pays him no mind. They just keep doing their thing, staying focused and unbothered. Clearly aimed at those who can't seem to come up with anything else to say, except that SB19's music is loud. At 3:11, we see a political figure roaming around, but their screen time is cut short as the crowd's attention shifts right back to SB19. We all know SB19 doesn't engage in politics, but what they do show here is the essence of Filipino daily life. Street food, basketball in the alley, cockfighting, jeepneys, the politicians roaming the streets. This is real, unfiltered Pinoy culture. It's also worth noting how the MV promotes something bigger. You can see placards supporting arts and culture, which speaks volumes about the group's mission. And beyond that, this whole video is a celebration of inclusivity. It features different personalities, styles, ages, and walks of life. Just like the Philippines itself, it's loud, colorful, diverse, and full of life. And apart from the star-studded music video, one of the best highlights for us has to be the SB19 moms. You guys, it was such a heartwarming surprise to see them having fun alongside their boys. Just like their sons, the moms were out there enjoying the moment, dancing, smiling, and just living it up. You can really feel the joy and pride. It added such a personal touch to the video. Definitely one of our favorite surprises. Now let's move on to our lyrics interpretation. Just a quick reminder, this is purely our take and doesn't necessarily reflect SB19's actual intentions or the official meaning of the song.
May kumatok sa pintuan kong nakakandado, parang ibang nagpupumilit kahit di imbitado.
These two lines establish an unwelcome intrusion. The locked door could signify boundary, while the knocker's frantic, uninvited persistence creates a sense of violation of said boundary with a little bit of desperation.
Boy halitadong desperado huli ka balbon, balbon, galawang para sa kaning tutok.
These lines call out the intruder's desperation. This is also a Filipino idiom meaning caught red-handed. They are showing someone so desperate that they'll settle for the crumbs. The speaker is aware of how some people act out of envy or scarcity, chasing after things they didn't earn, but left over of someone's hard work.
Nang magtangka pang sumali sa daming patibong nag-aabang dyan sa tabi.
Here, the speaker warns against sneaky behavior or trying to take advantage of a situation. They also suggest that traps are already set, hinting that consequences await those who try to cross the line. It shows the speaker's preparedness and intelligence. They are saying, hey look, there's a strategy behind our defenses. This is not just passive resistance.
Pasensya ko'y medyo maikse. Baka makitang hinanap mo.
Now the speaker admits that their patience is starting to run short, issuing a subtle nudge. They loosely suggest, be careful what you wish for. You might not like what you find. The speaker has remained composed for so long, but that they are not endlessly tolerant. Push them too far and see what happens. This verse gives off a strong boundary setting. Instead of getting mad right away, the speaker stays cool, sizes up the situation, and gets ready for whatever's coming. You can feel the confidence and self-respect, like they're not just reacting to the drama, you know what I mean? They're already 2 steps ahead. And they're making it clear, if you're coming from a place of desperation or envy, you're not getting past them that easily.
Yung bang malupit, malupit humagupit.
Right off the bat, there's a punchy, rhythmic play on words. It gets a double meaning here. It's not just cool, it also hits hard. It sets a tone of fierce energy, like someone who doesn't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. It's a warning, but also a flex.
Dito sa bahay ko, ayokong magulo. Ang aabutin mo, palo, palo.
Next, the speaker draws a clear line. This is their space, and they don't want chaos in it. It's not just about protecting their physical space, you know what I mean? It also speaks to guarding their peace, mindset, and boundaries.
Pag di ka matino, pasang malatato. Kung di mo to gusto, tumapay ka dyan.
These lines are raw and gritty. It's also a metaphor that whatever pain you get from crossing the line is going to stay. not in a physical sense, but more like a lesson that's going to stay with you. A lawsuit, maybe. And yeah, the final line is straightforward. If this isn't for you, move aside. No time for drama, no space for bad energy. This verse is all about owning your space and not putting up with BS. The speaker's not here for games. They're cool, confident, but fierce when pushed. The message is clear: respect the vibe or take a step back. It's not just about sounding tough, it's about self-respect, protecting your peace, and not letting anyone bring chaos into your life. And setting boundaries means being loud and clear. If you don't like it here, then get the fuck out.
Kasi dito basta-basta kusta di mo kaya, oy. Pagitik sa bunga puno ng iba nagdadapog ka.
The speaker is basically saying, stay in your lane. They're calling out someone who's trying to challenge them, but clearly isn't ready for the level they're aiming for. And it isn't just any random bet. It shows that this isn't something you can just casually challenge. You need real skill and grit to even be in the same level. Then they throw in Oompa Loompa, which adds humor, but also a jab, maybe about haters being small-minded or childish. And when others are thriving, instead of leveling up, this person just throws tantrums. It's pointing out jealousy disguised as noise.
Di na nabayaan niya, sapat pa. Kapag ako na, nagpakawala, baka ikaw pa ang paghahanapin nila.
The next couple of lines get way more savage, you guys. It's kind of calling someone annoying or gross. It also questions if what the hater is throwing is even worth reacting to, mocking their weak efforts. But then the speaker hints that if they do decide to strike back, people wash their hands. It's like saying a hater loves to throw shade, but when you call them out or expose them, they hide. It's giving that, trust me, you don't want to mess with me type of energy. This line also feels like it carries a double meaning, you know what I mean? Almost like they're saying, oh, are those my leftovers? Sure, keep bagging them up, because that's all you're gonna get. This part of the song is a mix of humor, sharp comebacks, and flexing confidence. The speaker's basically saying, don't step into the fire if you can't handle it. They're used to seeing people act bitter when they succeed, but they're not here to entertain weak shots. It's funny? Sure. But it's also firm. They're not just putting someone in their place, they're reminding everyone that real strength isn't always about fighting back. But if they do decide to fire back, it's going to be loud enough for everyone to notice. Overall, you guys, the song is an assertion of self-respect and a rejection of unwelcome negative energy. It speaks to the experience of achieving a level of success or peace that inevitably draws negative attention from those who either envy or resent it. Instead of reacting impulsively or stooping down to their level, SB19's message emphasizes awareness, control, and maintaining strong personal boundaries. It's about recognizing when others are acting out of desperation, not because you owe them anything, but because they can't replicate your growth and success. It's a song about protecting what you've built, whether it's your peace, your success, or your journey. And that requires courage. Not every challenge deserves a response, right? But when necessary, you have every right to defend your space and make it clear. Desperation and bad intentions have no room in your life. On a broader level, the song also reflects the emotional maturity that comes with growth. Challenges, temptations, and even past versions of yourself will sometimes try to pull you back into chaos or old patterns. The real strength lies not in fighting every distraction, but in recognizing what isn't aligned with your journey and choosing to walk away or stand firm without guilt. Staying grounded when life tests your patience, preserving your energy for what truly matters, and refusing to compromise your standards for the sake of appeasing others. True success isn't just about reaching new heights, It's also about knowing when to protect your foundation from anything that threatens it. And there you have it, you guys! Our Easter egg hunt and lyrics interpretation for DUNGKA. And before you head out, please let us know if we missed anything in the comments below. While we can't reply to every comment, please know that we read and appreciate what you share. Always a pleasure hearing your theories and insights. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.